At least 13 people have been killed in an attack on a Coptic Christian church. At least 42 people are wounded. The attack took place in the northern Egyptian city of Tanta. The blast occurred as Coptic Christians were marking Palm Sunday, so the church was packed at the time of the attack. This is not the first time Christians in Egypt have come under attack. In December, 25 people were killed by a suicide bomber at Cairo's main Coptic cathedral. ISIL militants later claimed responsibility. The group has also threatened to specifically target Christians in the country. Coptic Christians have been fleeing the Sinai region where ISIL is active. They've been given alternative accommodation by the Egyptian government. Let's get you more on that fast developing story, and I'm joined from Cairo by Yasser Hakim. Yasser, what's the latest coming out of Tanta? Can you give us more details?
Well, investigations have gone underway now. The Prime Minister is also going to the scene. It's about 2 hours from Cairo, northwest of Cairo. And what we have is that news that one suspect has been arrested. No details yet, but he is a suspect of having any links with the bomb attack that happened. But we don't know any information who he is or how is he linked with the attack so far. Another unconfirmed source says that it's not a suicide bombing as what happened in the previous attack on the church last year. It could be a bomb that has been planted under a seat in the main hall of the church and that had blown off. Now, this is all yet beginning of the situation, so not all the news is confirmed at this point, but these are sources from inside the Tanta, the church in Tanta. As well as the wounded have been taken to hospitals right now, and the investigation is underway.
Right. Yes, this could unlikely be a suicide bombing, but ISIL militants have threatened to target Coptic churches in the country. But has there been a claim of responsibility as yet?
No, nothing yet. We might hear something in the next few hours, but so far there is no claim of responsibility. It could be ISIL. ISIL has, it's not the first time that they have been doing so. Also, the government has accused the outlawed Muslim Brotherhood and its members of also doing so. If you remember, have put churches, have torched tens of churches after the 2013 uprising in revenge to the uprising, and also they have threatened to do so again. So it could be ISIL, could be the outlawed Muslim Brotherhood, either of them. But until now, there's no confirmation of who did it or any claim of responsibility.
Well, yes, Copts have been fleeing the Sinai region where ISIL is active, but this attack happened north of Cairo. How worried should we be about how widespread these attacks are becoming?
Well, the crackdown on the militants and ISIL in northern Sinai has been taking place for 2 years. It has deemed successful so far. The attacks have been reduced in the last year or so if you compare it to 2 years ago or more, 3 years ago. But what the army has been saying is that we could expect some attacks in cities, because some of the militants have been fleeing the northern deserts of Sinai and have managed to infiltrate into some of the cities and might do attacks on an individual basis, what they call the spare wolves, the lonely wolves kind of attack, where one person could be, or two can plan plant a bomb anywhere and cause destruction on an individual basis and not as a group like before. And this might take time, but it's been expected by the government and the security officials here, and they have been on alert in several cities. But obviously it can happen, and it has happened in any country in the world, and it will be known much more how the bomb was planted inside the church, if it is inside the church as a bomb, not a suicide bomber. but the investigations will show how he managed to get in, because as we understand, the security in churches has been upgraded in the last few months, and to have a bomb going inside was still to be investigated, how the security lapse took place there.
Right, Yasser Hakim joining us there from Cairo. Thank you.